it's me, Lee. New to this, don't really know what I'm doing. You might be wondering why Danny's not here with me. Well, that's because of current events. We are not actually together right now, like in person. We're still together in a relationship, obviously. I've been not home for 3 months because I am on field work for school. I have been working in a hospital for the last 3 months and it's been really cool. I just wanted to get on here and kind of talk about why we're doing this channel to anyone who's watching. I know we have 13 subscribers. It kind of started out as a joke, like, oh, let's make a YouTube channel. We'll make videos and we'll become popular. We kind of just decided now it's going to be a space for us to kind of document our time together. We have a lot of fun and we just wanted to share that with people who feel like they want to watch our videos. And we decided while we're not gonna be together in person, we would still continue these videos and kind of just make whatever content we want to make. So if there's one thing that you need to know about me, if you don't know me, it is that I love to read. I read a lot. I think in August I read 18 books. So that was cool. I also wasn't doing anything in August. Yeah, I was just on my butt reading books pretty much nonstop. And playing with my dogs, but reading books. If you're not interested in this, that's fine with me. You can just skip to the next part of this video. I want to share that I finished this today. This is a graphic novel. I only recently got into graphic novels. I don't really know how to rate them because I'm new to this, but I think I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was fun. It's about this girl who lives in a house and the house changes shape based on how the house feels because the house is kind of like a character. It's split up into like 4 stories and the stories have different plots in them. And they were enjoyable. I had a good time reading this. I would look at this in the morning because I can only take so much, maybe like 20 pages at a time. It's weird with graphic novels because I don't really retain the story very well, but for me, it's more about the enjoyment factor in the moment that I'm reading them. And I really liked the art style. I just thought it was pretty cool. The house that changes. It just adds whatever it wants to add to itself, depending on how it feels. So this is the first book I finished in December, and I'm planning on finishing more. I'll update you as that happens, and I hope you enjoyed this little clip. Now you know a little bit more about why we're doing what we're doing, and why a lot of our videos for the next few months at least are going to be me and Danny not together. Just so y'all can see kind of what we're up to at the same time, even though we're not in the same place. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Hi, it's the next day. It's Friday. I'm back with the stellar camera quality, and I want to update y'all and let you know I finished another book. This is The Toll by Neal Shusterman. It was very good. It's the last book in the Arc of the Scythe trilogy. I gave every book a 5 out of 5 stars. It was a satisfying wrap-up to the series. I don't really know like how to talk about it because it's the last book in a series. And if I say anything about this one, it will surely give away a lot of what happened in the first 2 books. So I can't say anything really, but that I liked it. I can say that I was not expecting it at all to go where it went, like the plot, after, like while I was reading the first book. It was a wild ride. I can give a synopsis of the world that this book is set in. So it's a dystopian series. The world is our world, but it's set in a few hundred years in the future, I think. And it's a world where natural death does not exist anymore. So the people have kind of conquered death. They have people called scythes, and the scythes glean people. Glean is what they call it. and the gleaning is for population control. I think it's better to only go into reading it knowing that much, because there's just so much that goes on, and I don't really exactly remember what happened in the second and third books versus what happened in the first book, so I don't want to give anything away. If that sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to go check it out. I really liked it. A lot of other people really like it. You could find so many reviews on it. I will say that the negative reviews on it are because people don't really like Neil Shusterman's writing style, and I can see why. It's kind of formal. It's not really emotionally driven. As the series goes on, you are more emotionally connected to the characters, but I don't really know how to describe it. I'm not a book reviewer. I'm doing the best I can. I will admit it took me a while to get into the first one because I didn't really know where the story was going, but once I kind of could see what the major plot was of the first book, I enjoyed it, kept reading. It was pretty much a page turner for me. I encourage you to pick it up because it's cool. So now I'm gonna pick up this big boy. Oh my goodness, it's like bigger than my face. It's 748 pages long. This is Brissinger, I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's the third book in the Inheritance cycle, which is the Aragon series. I know that was popular in like the mid 2000s, but I think I was too young to read this because I was in elementary school and junior high, and I don't think 12-year-old me wanted to read an 800-page book. I've been wondering why this is classified as middle grade. I would not have been interested in reading this, but now that I'm an adult and I'm just getting to it for the first time, I really like it. It's really entertaining. I can see why people don't like it, but I just love stories about dragons, and this is just like all about dragons, so it's pretty cool. So it's gonna take me a bit to finish it. As you can see, it's a little long, but I'll let you know when I do. It's gonna be a while, so you won't be seeing me again for another book review for I don't know how long. I forgot to say in my last clip, it's dark outside, yes, the lighting's horrible. I guess that's kind of it. I don't know. How do you talk to a camera? I don't know what I'm doing. Do you like my cat sweater? Isn't it cute? But now I guess you'll be going to the next clip. I'm at a park. It's called Walnut Creek Metropolitan Park. There's a lot of people here, and I'm gonna be wearing a mask, obviously, and I'm not used to talking to a camera in front of people, so the shots that you're gonna see are probably just gonna have music underlying it, and I'll see if I see some cool stuff. So if I do, then you'll be seeing some shots. If I don't, then you won't even be seeing this part of the video. And there's lots of dogs. I'm happy about that. I like dogs, so you might see some dogs too. Okay, bye. So there's like 5 million trails in this park. I'm already lost. I've been here for about 5 minutes. Cool. There's no one around me. Yeah, I guess I'll just walk around and see what happens. A little nerd alert about me. I think geology is really cool. And I was just talking about this the other day with Danny. I like seeing the layers of the earth. And this is just super cool for me because You can see them here. I always thought that was interesting. I don't know. Put in the comments below if you think geology's cool. Look at all the layers. I love it. The earth is so cool, you guys. I know I said I wouldn't be back for another reading review, but I actually finished another book. It was a book on audio. It was called Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. Oh my god. Oh, it was so sad. Like, the last hour of the audiobook was just heart-wrenching. It's a World War II historical fiction based on the true story of the ship, the Wilhelm Gustloff, and it was like the evacuation of refugees from Eastern Europe because the Soviets were coming in. You're following a different perspective of 5 people. The characters you are rooting for, you want to know what their story is because they don't give you all the details about what's going on. You find out more about the characters throughout the book, and there's one character in particular who I just wanted to like punch his face. I hated him so much. Like, if you read this book or if you listen to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. He was horrible. I hated him. And then there's like a bombshell dropped at the end of the book, and it's like, what? I had to listen to that chapter twice, actually. It was just so complex, so much going on with all the characters' stories and all their lives, and I think a story that you don't really hear about because they were refugees from the area that the Soviets were trying to liberate. And I just thought it was really interesting because, oh, there's someone looking at me. Most of the time we read about it from either like the American perspective or the German perspective or the Jewish perspective, and we don't really get to hear about the Latvian perspective or the Lithuanian perspective, for example. So I thought it was really interesting, and it's a really good listen. There are some trigger warnings. It's sad, and it talks about sexual assault. So if you do read it, just keep that in mind, but I do recommend it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I want to say thanks for watching my video. If you made it all the way to the end, you're cool. Danny should be up next. Maybe not. I'm looking forward to watching his video because I don't know what he's gonna do. Make sure you subscribe so you can see that next video. Alright, bye.